Okay, so David, tell me about the nature of your business and what you're doing at Intersec for 2017.
Okay, well, we provide a niche consultancy and services looking at loss prevention, primarily aimed at the retail sector, retail, hospitality and loss prevention.
Yep.
Retail, hospitality and logistics. And so we look at all areas of loss. And we consult and provide customers with solutions on the areas of vulnerability and how we can mitigate losses in those areas.
Okay, and what's your role within the business? You're the managing director?
I'm the managing director.
And you're responsible for the region?
Correct, yeah. So we operate across the GCC.
Okay.
And looking then to use Intersec as a platform to start reaching out to Africa.
Okay, excellent.
So Northern Africa specifically.
Yeah.
I think South Africa is pretty saturated. So
okay.
That's the market we're looking to play.
Okay, so I guess leading on from that then, where do you see like the opportunity for growth in the category that you're operating in at the minute?
Well, I think Dubai is, from a retail perspective, is extremely exciting market to be involved in. We've got a lot of the brick and mortar retailers that are now looking to go online with an omni-channel offering.
Yeah.
And along with that's going to bring new threats and risks that I think they're going to need to start looking at how they mitigate those.
Okay.
So we see a lot of growth in that area. So as the retail industry matures within the GCC, so you're getting an emerging market coming out of Northern Africa.
Okay.
And they will follow trend or suit with the trends that are happening out in the GCC.
Okay. With regards to, let's say, obviously Africa's big on your radar.
Yeah.
What opportunities do you see out there? What kind of challenges do you find operating in that particular region?
So I think bureaucracy is across, not only Africa, but I think across the GCC as well.
Okay.
As a startup, getting to grips with a lot of the bureaucracy around registering not only your company or branch, but also getting visas for employees is a particular challenge. So we found that has taken an inordinate amount of time to actually overcome. So we anticipate that will be very much similar in Africa. However, we're seeing quite a demand coming out of Africa.
Sure, yeah. It's been an education process.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. When you look at this region in particular, let's say GCC, you've been here. You say you're a startup, but you've been focusing on this primarily at the moment.
Yeah.
Have you seen any impact in the business with regards to, let's say, the apparent slowdown within the region? If you look at like stuff, an area like Saudi. Yeah. Is it having an impact, or do you see that, or is it an issue for your business?
Absolutely. So one of the services that we provide is an outsourced inventory counting service.
Okay.
And this is one area that I think we've seen two types of customers emerging. One is looking to strip costs and outsource.
Sure.
And the other is the retailers that are going online, where they need increased visibility and accuracy of their inventory.
Okay.
We find in the region many of the retailers haven't adopted RFID yet.
Yeah.
And hence they haven't got the capability to get that accuracy and visibility of their inventory.
Okay.
So this is one of the things that we've had a huge take up on in terms of the GCC.
Yeah.
I think inventory management is always going to be a pain point.
Sure.
And hence why we provide that particular service. And interestingly, one of the reasons why we started the company was, unlike many other mature markets, there was not a third-party inventory counting service in the area. So, and we found that the market has responded extremely well to that.
Okay, excellent. With regards to, let's say, technology.
Yes.
Obviously, rapid changes, rapid advancements in technology at the moment.
Correct.
How do you see technology impacting your business internally, and also the opportunities that may create externally for your business as well?
Okay. So one of the things that we do obviously is inventory counting.
Sure.
So I think as more retailers go online, it'll drive them to implement RFID into their business.
Okay.
That'll allow them to do their inventory management a lot more seamlessly. and they need to be able to operate across different channels. So I can see that is going to change fundamentally, and we would look to position ourselves in the RFID space.
Okay.
So educating clients at how they can deploy these solutions smartly and cost effectively.
Okay.
However, within the retail environment, I think this is one industry that's undergoing fundamental structural changes.
Okay.
So you've got your brick and mortar stores that are increasingly introducing technology to start monitoring your customer behavior.
Sure, like the omni-channel you mentioned earlier,
absolutely.
Right? Yeah.
So they want to get the same type of data points that you can in an online environment within a brick and mortar store.
Right, okay.
So we're going to see a lot of technology coming into brick and mortar stores.
Yeah.
We're going to see online or payment solutions becoming mobile.
Yeah.
And we're going to see a lot more workforce optimization applications being applied within the store, so that we can respond better to customer demands.
Okay.
So fundamentally, brick and mortar stores are going to become a digital theatre, almost.
Yeah,
so it's about customer engagement, and then also understanding what their behaviours are, so that you can respond proactively.
And how are you? You're obviously working with some of the major retailers in the region at the moment.
Absolutely.
How are you supporting them at the moment?
So we look to advise our customers on how to develop a real-time store monitoring platform.
Okay.
So how it is that you bring different data sets into one centralized platform.
Sure. So
you can understand, first of all, what your occupation is, your footfall, where customers are gravitating towards.
Okay.
We then look at fraud and theft opportunities at your point of sale.
Right.
Which is now going to become mobile.
Sure.
Which is going to introduce a very different risk
totally different
profile.
dynamic. Yeah.
So we look at helping them to understand how they can bring all of those data sets together and utilize that information in an actionable way.
Sure.
So data in and of itself is useless unless you can translate it into some form of insight. So that's what we primarily do in the digital space.
Okay, excellent.
We've also then partnered with quite a number of vendor providers in terms of video analytics. Combined with fraud prevention tools that look at credit card fraud and anomalies in terms of mobile payment solutions.
Okay.
So within the digital space, I can see wholesale changes within retail.
Yeah.
Absolutely happening within the next 3 to 5 years.
Okay. Yeah. Perfect. You're obviously exhibiting at Intersec. This is your first year here. Yeah. You're very welcome.
Thank you.
Outside of, let's say, exhibitions, what are you doing within your business to drive awareness of your brand, lead generation, to just get your name into the market right now? Okay. What other activities are you engaged in?
So we're actively supporting industry-specific conferences. So conferences like Retail Risk, that look at a specific target market.
Yep.
We've signed up last year were the title sponsors at one of those events, and we signed up for the next coming year.
Yeah.
Obviously, Intersec we saw as a huge opportunity to launch us to not only the retail industry across the GCC and Africa, but also at other market segments.
Sure.
A lot of the vendors and solutions that we do provide obviously have an application on any industry.
Yeah, of course.
So we're looking at, although we would still very much say that we are operating within the retail space. Yeah. We do see that there is a broader application for the services that we provide.
Okay, so you can see other opportunities within other sectors and categories that you may be able to tap into in the future.
So from a marketing perspective, I think we've, as a startup, looked at targeted opportunities. Intersec is opening up a broader segment. But beyond that, we've got very targeted market initiatives.
Sure.
And the dynamic of the GCC region is that most of the retailers are made up of larger family-owned businesses.
Sure.
So we know who those decision makers are, and we can target them specifically.
It's quicker to get access to the decision makers. Yeah,
absolutely.
Okay, David, thanks a million for your time. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.